Terrence Gangsta William, aka OG Diggity. I'm hanging out with the big homie, Hankin TV. Make sure y'all subscribe, support the brother. We out here doing big things. It's all good, baby. Y'all see me free. We out here enjoying life. Wah! I want y'all to stop the violence, say no to drugs, and put these guns down. I'm out, baby. Gotta go.
This is a certified hood classic.
I used to be in my feelings, then I turned up and got a spot. I can't say how much I made in that bitch, I just know it was a lot. I don't care no more if she love me for real, long as she love my knot. They say, you hitting them with too much drip, I know I got a mop. I put my flow in the microwave, I know I gotta blow, now it's hot. I was way too far ahead of my time, I had to slow down and stop. Before I pull up to the honeycomb, I got to go round the block. Looking in blind spots for any nigga think he on the low trying to plot. Go ahead.
Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Hankin TV, man. You feel what I'm saying? That's my boy. He put dope content over there.
What's up with this? Your boy JT. If I say I done it, I did it. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to Hankin TV tonight. I was going to hit y'all with a song, but I ain't going to do it. I'm going to get straight to it because I don't want to hold my guy up. I got a great guest for y'all tonight. He telling his truth. He might be talking about some of y'all's favorite rappers, so don't get in y'all feelings. I mean, it is what it is. It's his story, it's his truth. So go ahead and soak up the game, man. If you can you introduce yourself?
My name is goddamn Clamenza, aka Clem, Mr. OCT, original corporate thug.
So what's up, man? Where you from?
Indianapolis, Indiana, Naptown. So
Naptown. So how is that where you grew up at?
Grew up, born and raised. Graduated high school here, born and raised. That's where I'm from. This is the city.
All right. So how was it growing up in Indianapolis, man?
Oh, fun, great. It's like, like every black hood growing up in these states. You got everything. You got the drug dealers, you got the robbers, the stealers. You got the niggas that hoop, niggas that play sports, period. You got the, just like everybody else's hood. It was all the same. It was fun growing up.
Right, man. You got a pretty significant attachment to a person. So how did you get into the music business?
Through my first cousin, Coach K. That does QC with P. He's from Indianapolis. And he had moved to Atlanta in the 90s. And like I said, that's my first cousin. So, that's how I got into it. Cause I always looked up to him. That was always my idol. I wanted to do everything he did. If he did music, I was doing music. And if he was working at Burger King, I was working at Burger King. That was my big cousin.
Right. So he eventually called you down to the A.
Yeah, he eventually called me to. I already been going back and forth like every summer when I got out of school anyway. So, and that's when he was working for Pastor Troy at the time. And then one day he just called and was like, "Hey, I got this guy. He's about to be a fucking star. I'm gonna put you on the promo team." And woo woo woo. And then that's after that that's how it happened. After that it was a go.
Right. So when he called you down and put you on the promo team, so who did he have you promoting for?
I was promoting for Jezzy. It was all for Jezzy. Okay, when he first brought me down, it was for Jezzy.
Okay, that's what project was he working on then?
Come shop with me, the Hard and Soft double disc that came before Streets is Watching and came before Trap or Die.
So how was it when y'all first started working together? You know what I'm saying? He got the
when I first started working for him, it was like shit that you seen on videos and shit that you seen nothing but on TV and BET Award at the MTV shit. You feel me? Because when I met him, he was having it his way. You feel me? And that's before the music. So. Right. So you gotta think about me meeting the guy. He got brand new 745. He got a brand new 645. He got jewelry and the watches that everybody wearing. And he ain't even he just trying to start rapping. So, and then you already know who he was tied to. So seeing all that all at once, it was it was a it was history. You know what I'm saying? You only get to see that shit once in your lifetime. Some shit that was going on like that.
Right, right. So coming from the Naptown, man, seeing that, what was going through your mind?
The world is big. It's a lot of shit going on that niggas in my city probably would have never thought was going on until they seeing all the documentaries and stuff go out. You feel me? And
Right,
you gotta understand, I was there and living flesh seeing the shit. You know, so from Meech's party with all the animals and the shit he did, I was at that party. I was standing on the couch. I had my own bottle. Like it wasn't a lifetime shit that I never regret.
right. So I know how I hear Jeezy in his songs talking about they was rolling 100 deep to the club. So was that really rolling like 100 deep to the club?
100 is really you really kind of shortchanging it. I know some nights it had to be at least 200 niggas.
Right.
And I'm
So
talking about everybody. I'm talking about you walking straight in the club, nobody getting patted down or nothing.
so how long did you work for him?
I worked with Jeezy to 2003 all the way to 2015, 16, 15. So like 13, 12 years.
Right. So why'd you end up finally leaving, man?
We just, shit just changed a lot. A lot of shit changed, a lot of promises broken. And I just woke up one morning and decided to get the hell on. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I know you're telling the truth. I can feel it in you, man. We got a guy out there, the bodyguard, man, talking about you capping, man. I seen you did a video, man, telling him he was capping. So tell us about the bodyguard, man.
Oh man, it's some old whack ass, soft ass nigga, man. He ain't about nothing, and he know he ain't about nothing. And he was arguing with another security guard that's with the shit that was part of the crew. His name Dread, the one that got shot in the hand when he pushed Jeezy down in LA to save him. You know what I'm saying? And some reason he wanted to get on Instagram and try to talk shit, but we really know him. You feel me? Like I really know him. Like nigga, you bodyguard for us for 8 years and you never had to do nothing. Like, and you brought Dread around and Dread took your spot. So he was talking shit. They was going back and forth, and he put my name in on the comments. So I had to get him.
Yeah, you definitely got him,
I
man.
had to get him. I don't know. I told him on my videos, this is about one man. It's a one-man show. It's a one-man tour. But anybody want to join, I got opening acts. So he
Right.
was the first opening act.
And we got another kind of backup act too. Goldmouth, man. So the guy calling himself Goldmouth Fam Goon. So you saying that's not the original Goldmouth.
Man, I don't even know who you talking about, man. We can go to the next question.
Right. Okay. So let's get on let's get to Blue Da Vinci.
Okay.
So Blue Da Vinci trying to act like he made Jeezy, he was buying Jeezy studio time and stuff like that. What part was Blue Da Vinci playing, man?
Oh man, he was buying Jeezy studio time and shit. That boy's the truth then. He's the truth. He should have a 50-50 split with Jeezy then. He did all that. I know I was there at Patchworks. He ain't pay for shit. Only person paying was something for him and for Jeezy was Jeezy and Kinky B.
Right.
Motherfucking Blue try to act like Jeezy was just a broke nigga around or something. Come on, man. Jeezy had more money than Blue. Everybody forget Blue was Meech's artist. He wasn't Meech's goon. He wasn't Meech's shooter. He wasn't Meech's bag boy. He wasn't taking no trips with nothing. He was his artist. He reaped the benefits. But for him to say he paid for studio time, that's retarded, man. Like, well, you should have spent your money on yourself then, nigga. That's all I'm saying.
And being that you brought up Kinky B, man, that's what I was gonna ask you next, man. So by you being with Jeezy for so long, man, and seeing the chemistry that he had with Kinky B and the chemistry he had with Shorty Red, what was the vibe? How did you feel, man, when him and Kinky B split ways?
It was just like when him and Coach split ways. You feel me? Like that shit was personal between brothers. So I never got into the middle of none of that. Like me and Jeezy talked about a lot of shit, but we never talked about what him and Kink had going on or what him and Coach had going on. You feel me?
Right.
And you gotta understand, like Coach, my first cousin. You know, when they split ways, I was already so knee deep into the shit. There's no way I could have left the shit. You feel me? And plus, he went to work. He went to work for Rocco and Gucci Man. Not saying we ain't had no problem with Rocco, but then he went to go manage Gucci. I couldn't go over there.
Right. And
I
that's why
would have broke the code to my other extended family. I couldn't do it. And then, you know, how can I go do all that? I got CT on my body more than anybody. So I had to stay where my loyalty was, and I stayed and held it down till I was done. You feel me?
Right. And that's why I was gonna ask you, man, about Coach K being your cousin, and then him and Jeezy split ways. It kind of put you in a position where you had to kind of pick sides, you know what I'm saying? But you kind of already explained that.
Yeah, I really didn't have to pick sides because it was all business. You feel me? Like me and Coach family forever. That was just like business. That's just like him giving me a job at a Fortune 500 company, but then he switched companies to go do something else. That don't mean I gotta quit. And so that's all that was. It wasn't nothing personal. It ain't like we was running around talking about we gonna beat up Coach or we gonna fight Coach and all that, because I wasn't going for that. It was never that. That was some brothers having some disagreements, and as you see, they already worked it out. So
Most
you
definitely.
stay out. You when you got family issues, you let that shit handle itself.
Right. Man, you got some deep stories. I know people want to hear these stories, but the purpose of coming here, man, is to send people over there, man, to check out them stories. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna touch the bases on some stuff, you know what I'm saying, and introduce it to a wider range of people. But we want the people to go over to your channel and check out your stories, man. What's the name of your channel?
Hey, go to YouTube and type in Clamenza, and that's CLAMENZA space AKA Clem. It's the Clamenza, just like the Godfather.
Now, I know this is a question that's burning everybody up that they want to know. I want you to tell the story, but we're gonna leave a cliffhanger so they have to go over to your channel and check it out. Now,
Okay.
what was your feelings about when Jeezy did the verses, man, with Gucci?
When I heard about him doing the verses, I've been plotting. See, I was plotting already. I was plotting to what I was gonna come out and do and how I was gonna and get on the platform. So, but then when he did the verses and the nigga did that shit that he did on the verses, I had to come out and tell our story, man. Cause I keep hearing Jeezy doing interviews and he keep wanting to make it like when we was all around was some of the worst time of his life. You feel me? He talking about I was living in a house with a house full of niggas. They waking up mad, I'm waking up mad, and that shit just capped. You had a house full of gang members and niggas that came from poverty, living in a $2 million house, $1 million in cars outside. Niggas is touching any females they want. Everything is at everybody's hands. Nobody was mad. That was the best time of a lot of niggas' lives, man,
Right.
including mine. So when he get on podcasts and try to make it like one time he said I couldn't trust nobody around me and woo woo woo. Like I just didn't like that because everybody had his back 100%, man. Everybody was doing everything they could to keep this shit going, but he had other plans. You know, that's just how life is. Everything happened for a reason. It's nothing.
Right. And then another thing, man, that people might think, everybody think that Jeezy and T.I. was cool, but man, from your story, you said they really wasn't all that cool.
I mean, not at the beginning, because at the beginning we was coming up. So you gotta understand, you got a nigga that's already on that's supposed to be the trap goddamn trap king. You know what I'm saying? And then all you keep hearing about is a nigga that's coming up that's really talking that shit. And he's not talking from a trap era, he's talking about it from the kingpin era.
Right.
So that was at the beginning. Like they squashed that shit before we even really got to the level of being signed to the labels. By the time we was signed to Bad Boy and Def Jam, that shit was already squashed. Meech had squashed that shit at Magic City. So
right. And being that you brought up Def Jam, man, how did the drama or the division come in with Jody Breeze and Boys in the Hood?
Like you talking about like the trouble, the bullshit that happened?
Yeah.
I mean, Jody Breeze just running his mouth too much. Just running his mouth too much, talking too strong. But he wasn't doing nothing but expressing his feelings, you know. I guess he had whatever issues he had with Jeezy was with Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? But back then when you was talking to Jeezy, you was talking to his crew. And you might run into us.
Right.
And when you ran into us, we what we came to do, we did.
Right.
So that was all that was.
Jody Breeze ended up catching the hands and feet though, didn't
he? Yeah, he caught a lot of shit. Hell yeah, twice. He caught hands and feet twice. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to keep bringing these guys up because I talked about it, and you know I don't want them to, you know, because this is one of, it's, you know, I just, you know, I'm trying to give passes out because you know it's just niggas is hating this shit, but I don't give a fuck them. But right. I ain't trying to make it look like I'm using that to piggyback off of him. But we beat him out his draws, ass out. That's true story, facts behind Velvet Room.
And if y'all want
to, you can't erase the truth. Everything I'm talking about is facts. Nothing is a lie. And if a motherfucker tell me I'm lying, I got motherfuckers I can call with receipts. I got the motherfuckers who put the hands and feet on you outside the Velvet Room. I get them on the phone. So that's all that is. But niggas mad because I'm telling the truth. It's my truth and my story. If they don't like it, fuck them.
Right. And if y'all want to hear that full story, man, go over to his channel and check it out. Man, y'all was doing a lot of clubbing, man, a lot of popping bottles, man, a lot of traveling. Man, what's one of the most memorable times you can remember, man?
Memorable times? Shit, it got to be Meech's birthday party. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Meech's birthday party. The Blueprint 3 tour. That shit was retarded. Shit, Wayne's tour. The tour we went on with Wayne. And Atlanta Most Wanted tour was crazy. Man, so much. Like, it was so many tours and so many just spot dates and so many just on and off of planes in different cities every day. It was all just it was all good. It was all good. I had good times. I ain't gonna lie, like we was oh man, niggas was miserable. Nah, fuck that nigga. We had the time of our life.
Right.
Like for real. Like a lot of people won't see or do what we did. You feel me?
And then I heard you tell some stories, man, where a lot of people left, a lot of people got fired and stuff like that. Man, by knowing everything come to an end, man, was you preparing yourself?
Preparing myself? No, not really. Not really, cause you gotta understand, I was the last one around. You feel me? And I was the man next to the man.
Right.
It was him, then it was me. You know what I'm saying? Cause everybody was gone. And you gotta understand, I'm with him every day. 365 days a year, nigga, 24 hours a day, I'm with him. And every day, you gotta understand, our loyalty builds stronger and stronger. So you got a man that's telling me every day that you good. Long as I'm good, you good. Long as I'm rich, you rich. You ain't gotta worry about shit, Clem. I got you for life. Just know that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But all that shit changed. You know what I'm saying? All the shit that he promised and everything, all the shit he broke it. He didn't keep it 100 at the end. That's my only argument. I ain't got no argument about none of the past shit, none of the shit that went on, cause everything was great.
Right.
For 13 years, we didn't miss Memorial Weekend in Miami or Labor Day. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't miss that shit. We always had shit going on. We always was traveling. We always was doing something. So the shit was always a great time. It's just what happened at the end. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So we ain't
But
gonna talk.
you can't you can't, you know, that's God's plan. You can't argue with it. You just got to keep moving.
Right. Man, we ain't gonna talk about Meech, man. But coming from Naptown, man, not being an artist yourself, man, did you ever think it was gonna be a day where you was gonna meet Jay-Z?
Hell no, hell no, hell no. I mean, I knew once I got with Jeezy, it was destined. You feel me? I knew that. I knew that. I knew for a fact from when I had his "Come Shop with Me" CD to "Streets Is Watching" to "Trap or Die." I knew we was out of here. It was
Right.
just a matter of time.
Man, I was locked up, man, when I had all the CDs, but I was locked up during that time, man. When I first heard it, I say, man, this dude, he done did this, he know what he's talking about. But that right there, Jeezy, that's just like your introduction, your step in the door. So what do you got going on?
Shit, I ain't doing nothing but trying to build my podcast, trying to build my YouTube channel up.
Okay,
That's
so
all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing right now. And I'm gonna try to put some light on some of these artists out here in Indianapolis, because you know we really don't get the just do that we get. And it's a lot of good. We got a lot of good music coming on. You know what I'm saying? And then we got All Star here in February, so it's really gonna be turned up. So you know, I'm just trying to build my platform, try to break some artists on here and make some motherfuckers fuck with them. And you know,
right, we kind of already talked about it behind the scenes, man. But tell the people some of the artists that you working with.
I really ain't working with nobody. I'm just really just fucking with them. You feel me? Just showing some love right now. It's a guy out of Indianapolis named OCCT. I really like his shit. So I be trying to push his shit for him and just show some love. Cause they family to my family. So it's ties to it like that. But as far as that go, I just fuck with his music. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of niggas around here got some good music that's coming. But right
Right,
now, I'm just, I just be listening to OCC Tay. I like his shit, so that's why I put his shit on my YouTube and try to get some awareness to him.
that's definitely what's up. Now, I know you were saying you were seeing the interviews that Jeezy was doing, but man, what was the final straw that broke the camel's back? Where you was like, man, I got to tell my story.
The verses,
It was the verses.
the verses, the verses. So you gotta understand, he got down like that was a smack. That was a smack in a lot of niggas' faces, man.
Right,
Like he stabbed a lot of niggas in the back with that one. Cause there was a lot of niggas that stood 10 toes on that shit on behalf of him. You feel me? And for him to go up there and let that man do that shit on stage in front of the whole world, that shit was just disrespectful. That shit was disrespectful, man. Rest in peace, Pookie Loke, too, man.
man. R.I.P. Pookie Loke. So man, Pookie Loke was like one of the guys for real.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. For sure.
Man, I know that had to make you feel a kind of way. So what kind of content can we be looking to see next besides the stories?
Outside the stories, I'm about to start trying to do some motherfucking some little podcasts on the crazy shit that's going around in the world and in the ghetto. All these young guys with guns, all this young killing and all that. I want to bring awareness to that and do some stop the violence shit. Because we ain't really got these young guys ain't got nobody out here talking to them.
They
The
most
niggas
definitely don't.
the niggas getting the money and getting out the way. And that's that's why they out here wilding. These guys, they want guns before they want some money.
Man. And then, man, by you being so deep in the game, man, and being around one of the biggest artists in the world, man, what's some advice you would give some artists that's coming up, man?
Man, flood that market. Flood your Facebook, flood your Snapchat, flood your TikTok. Anywhere they let you put videos up of yourself, flood that shit, man. Don't wait on nobody, because anything might catch.
Right.
All you need is one song to catch online, and you run around probably getting 10, 20,000 a show. Depends on how you keep moving. You feel me?
Right.
Don't wait on nobody. Don't wait on, just shoot your own video. Put a phone up on the gate. God damn it, any kind of video.
I want to go back and kind of touch on one of the questions I asked. I asked you about Coach K, Kinky B, and also Shorty Red. And I asked like, how did it feel when they left? You said it was something personal. By them bringing so much and so much chemistry, I'm like, did the work ethic change? Was it like, damn, we ain't got the beat maker no more? We ain't got a Coach K putting the plays together no more? Because that was like I'm gonna put it like this. Say for instance, like when Beast from the Pound left No Limit, you can tell the change in it. When Shorty Red stopped messing with Jeezy, you can tell the change in it. So what did the game plan become then?
I don't think our game. I mean, our game plan never changed. We stayed on course. You
Right.
feel me? But at the same time, like you gotta. I know, man. I like don't know. I know Jeezy, my nigga. Like no matter what motherfuckers say, I know that man. Like I lived with that man down there 9 years. Me and him. So me knowing that man knows when he doesn't need you no more to keep moving. Once he signed two deals, and was in the rap game and had both of his feet in the door, it really didn't matter who he cut off because he was the superstar.
Right.
You see that shit with a few crews. Like once the superstar's a superstar, it don't matter who he cut off. Them niggas is the bad guys anyway.
Most definitely.
So Jeezy's a smart nigga, man. He knew he ain't if he need you, he ain't cutting you off. But if he realize he don't need you and he can cut you off and cut you out of shit, are you out of here? Like on my go to my page. I talked about how he cut Kink out of the whole CTE shit. It's up. Go check out my page. It's on there. The story's on there.
So it ain't no hard feelings between y'all. Can y'all ever reconcile?
Who, me and Jeezy?
Yeah.
No, that shit gone, my nigga. It ain't no reconcile. It's ain't, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to reconcile. I know he ain't trying to reconcile. I know him.
Right.
Like if nobody know him, I know him. But you gotta understand, and if you just pay attention, he's never had spoke on me. Never. Never. Because he know. Like ain't nothing you can speak on me about. You can't say nothing flaw on my name.
And
You
that's
know
why.
what I'm saying? He might try to say something like the money slowed down and you cut out on me or some shit I heard before, but that shit was cap. I don't think he was talking to me. But yeah, but other than that, like I don't everybody gotta understand I'm not bitter, I'm not mad, I'm not upset. I'm just telling my story, telling my truth. I still wish the man nothing but the best. I don't wish no harm on him. I don't wish nothing bad on him. I hope he get richer. I wish everybody the best. I'm just telling my story. That's all. He just happened to be part of my story.
Right. Besides the security guard, man, have you been catching any other flack, man, from telling your story?
I mean, yeah, but they know me. Fuck them. They know what's up. They know I ain't taking shots and hiding my hand.
Right.
I'm putting this shit on here. And if you got something to say it back, and I'm gonna get at your ass. That's all it is. And if you do try to get at me and I don't know nothing about you, I'm just gonna get on here and say, fuck you, nigga.
Right.
What Tupac say? When you see me, better holler at me.
Man, if the people want to reach out to you, man, where can they hit you up at?
Shit on Instagram at Clamenza, aka Clem, the same thing. And on YouTube, Clamenza, aka Clem. My email's on my YouTube.
That's definitely what's up, man. I want you to don't forget, man. I want you to tap me in with them artists, man.
Not for sure. I'm gonna send the kite to him. I got you. I'm gonna hit my cousin and them and let them know what's up. They're gonna get with you for sure. We are ain't nothing like the promotion, baby. And you in the Midwest, so you know it ain't nothing.
You already know, man. And then one more question before we go, man. You was talking about touching on, man, the problems going on out here with the youth, man. What's the message you give to the youth, man?
Man, put the guns down, get some money. You know, they rather have a 30 clip than $30 right now. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
and that's crazy. You know, put the guns down, man. They dying too young. You know, they was dying when I was younger too, but not like this. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't this bad.
Right.
But you know, it ain't. It's more. It's more. It's a lot more that gotta be done than just people talking. So you know, you got motherfuckers sitting up in that. You got motherfuckers sitting up in that house worth billions of dollars from where we came from, and just and they don't even that shit don't even come across their table, man.
You already know. So I know you still got a lot of your connections in the industry. Of course you do.
I mean, yeah, you could say I do, but I really don't, because I'm not trying to be in the industry.
Most
I'm not.
definitely.
Ain't nothing really I'm trying to do. I try to put a nigga in position, but I ain't trying to do no music shit. I'm already got burnt out from that shit. You feel me?
You already know.
I seen a lot of fake shit come out of that shit. Like I'm cool. Like I'm just gonna sit here. I'm getting paid to tell my story. So guess what? I'm telling my story. And I got down there 15 years of this shit. I ain't even told nothing yet.
Right. And then, man, before we go, one more time, tell them where they can catch it at.
Man, YouTube, Clamenza, aka Clem, the original corporate thug. And it's still CTE for life.
You already know, man. I appreciate you for coming through, man. Like I say, this was just a little something, man, to send the people over to your page, man, and check out them stories, because you got some good stories. I didn't want to touch on them and spoil it, because we want them to go over there, man. And I'm definitely going to stay in touch.
That's all love, my nigga, for sure. We in touch. I hit you up later on.
All right, bet.
All right, bet. Love. Be safe.
All right. You too, my guy.
For sure.
Yep. That was my guy CTE, man. CTE Clem, man. Go over to his page, man, and check him out. I know everybody thought I was gonna bring him over to tell all the stories, but nah, man. I want y'all to go over there to his page and check out the stories, man. Like I told y'all, that's what this is, man. This is a promotional platform. I got something else I want to turn y'all on to, man. I have been forgetting for a couple of weeks to turn y'all on to. I'm gonna go ahead and turn y'all on to it. Hold on. For all you gun lovers out there, go over to Frontier LLC, man, and check them out. They got the merch on deck. They got the peanut butter, no jams, t-shirts, and hats. So go over there and check them out, man. Make sure y'all go back to all my old videos. Check out my old interviews, man. You never know who you're going to see over there, who you can link up with to make something happen. I got an awesome show coming up Thursday. I got an award-winning screenwriter, Coach John Alexander. He going to be on, talking about screenwriting and promoting an event they got coming up in Atlanta called I Write. So make sure y'all slide through and check that out. I also got another artist coming up, T Hunt. He's also going to be a part of I Write seminar. So make sure y'all slide through there and check it out, man. And at the top of the page, go ahead and check out, man, that merch, man. I got everything on there. I got t-shirts. I got the Hank and Definition t-shirt. I got the logo t-shirt, cups, bags, hoodies, sweatshirts. Slide through, man, and check it out. I told y'all I got it coming. I got some dope content I've been working on. I'm about to start doing some pre-recorded videos. I've been trying to kind of stay away from, like, I guess it's kind of best to touch on the trending topics. There's so many trending topics, man. Don't be nothing but talking in circles. Like the female who says she got kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? So I got some trending topics I won't be touching on, but the ones that people are missing. I got some dope guests coming up. Hit me up if you need some promotion. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. Follow me on all platforms at Hankin TV. And I got some more dope artists I'm gonna be breaking on the channel and playing their music, man. I want to thank y'all for coming through, man. I'm out.